I came for vacation. I spent all that money to be fighting. You didn't have an education for real. I did have an education for real, but you didn't have an education for real, but you did have an education for real. Why didn't you have an education for real? Because you're dumb and you didn't get that education, but you got your bachelor's, but you didn't get your master's, but you got your master's in teaching, but you didn't get your master's in teaching. Baby, I ain't got. What the fuck is happening? What's going on? Let's go outside. Where? Okay, Jesus, you gonna walk on water? What is it? Where we at? Guess who's Bazak, baby? I'm prepared to get sick of me. I promise you, okay? Hi guys, welcome to my life, my world, my everything. Hi guys, and hi, my name is Tasha. I do have another channel called Tachassociety where I do hair, beauty, mostly hair over there. And I do have another channel called Tasha Jean where I do story times. Check me out. Alright, let me put my disclaimer out there. If you're a person who's like, hey girl, you don't have the right to be sharing my video, I would take it down because I don't care. I usually leave my the person's information down below. TikTok handle towards the end. So I do react. So this is the reaction channel. So sometimes I vent, sometimes I rant, sometimes I get a little off topic. If you're a person but hey girl, I don't have time for the talking, I usually leave the person's information down in the description bar below. Baby. Okay? Alright. I want to say thank you. We're moving on up to the east side. And the east side, don't worry about it. I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me, who has stuck with me. Truly appreciate you. I know my views have not been viewing because I know I have not been consistent and I can't talk. Okay, I have been going through a lot. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been here for me. I have to be consistent. The show must go on, right? The show must go on. You're like, yo, I don't care if you're going through it, girl. You didn't figure it out. I want to say thank you to everybody who has reached out to me, checked me out, talk to me. I know we are all going through our own motions, and I know I sometimes could put a little bit of happiness in your lives, and you guys make me super happy. All right, so baby, let's get started, okay? Because you know I will keep talking. I'll keep talking.
I pressed charges on my best friend on her birthday. Let's talk about it. In February, my lifelong best friend, I've known her since kindergarten, but we've kind of been best friends since junior high school. She asked me if I wanted to go on a cruise with her for her 30th birthday. I was like, yeah, girl, I'm down.
Yo, you know, I've been noticing cruise, vacations, all that. Y'all just be breaking up. What in the cruise vacation is happening that caused everybody to break up? Like, what is it about when people go on vacations that cause you guys to have problems? Like, yo, it's like a consistent thing. Like, yo, I went to a cruise. My friend left me stranded. My friend did this. My friend did that. Like, damn. What the fuck it is, man? Come on.
Let's go. She then sends me a screenshot of like how much the cruise costs. Then she sends me this thorough breakdown of how much it would cost each month. And I'm like, cool. She's booking the cruise. It's in her name. So I'm going to send her all of the payments through Cashapp or Apple Pay. Mind you, we've been friends for a very long time, over 10 years. So I didn't think anything of it. I trust her. We go back and forth about if we're going to get the drink package or not, since this is both of our first cruise and neither of us are big drinkers. And so we're like, we can just buy a couple shots, maybe use our pretty privilege, get a couple drinks. And then if there are other activities we want to do, like gardening, we can just do it on the island and then come back to the boat and turn up. So we decided not to get the drink package, like I said. If we want to do other activities, we'll do it on the island. And then we'll come back and we'll buy a couple shots, maybe a couple cocktails, call it a day. Everything is fine. I paid off the cruise, sent her all the money, and then we booked our trips. We did decide to come to Miami a day before. So,
alright, first of all, I don't go to cruises. I don't go to stuff. But you know what I have been noticing a lot of with y'all? Why do y'all always like trust people with everything? Like, I give her the money, I gave her this, I gave her that. Why don't y'all do it yourselves? Like, I know a person that was doing a cruise, right? She was doing something and she invited me and she gave us all our own information. You got to book through this person. You got to buy through this person. You want to do the drink packages, whatever. Why do people like always go through people? Like, oh yeah, Tasha, I'm gonna give you the money for the hotel. No, book your own hotel. I don't want to be in charge of people's money. Like, I don't play with money. I don't know. I feel like money is the root of all evil, and I don't want to be responsible for stuff. I don't know why. Like, I feel like this is a consistent thing. Like, why do you guys not just do it yourselves?
We can like party, turn up, and then get on the cruise that Monday. So cruise is paid off. Flights booked around October 28th, 2 weeks before the cruise on a Wednesday. She hits me up and she's like, hey, we can upgrade our room from the first floor to the 8th floor for $102. Do you want to do it? I said, yeah, let's go. It's my first cruise. I never get a vacation. I want to do it right. So I sent her the $102, asked her if she got it. She said yes. She secured the room. Everything's great. That's a Wednesday. That's important. Remember that. So
did she send you the receipt? What the fuck it is? Okay, let me tell you something, okay? Because I trust people to a point, right? So if somebody writes me and be like, hey Tasha, and I told you I don't share rooms. So I just want to let everybody know that, like right now, I don't share rooms. So if I'm invited to a cruise, whatever, I don't do Airbnbs with people. I don't do that. Except like my family. That don't count. They're my family. But I don't share rooms with anybody. I don't share anything. If we're going to do an Airbnb, it has to be only my family. Because my family, we're all the same in a way. And my family's not going to play me. So, but everybody else, hey Tasha, we're doing a cruise. We're going to rent an Airbnb. I'm like, okay, I'll rent a hotel nearby. That's why a lot of people don't like inviting me. Like, all right, Tasha, we're already doing it. Nope. I don't like being with people. I know that about me. I'm telling you, I have mood swings. So I am a type of person, I cannot be with people for too long. I'll be like, ha ha ha, and then another second I'm like, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with Tasha? Like, that's how I am. So I know I have mood swings. So I try my hardest to like preserve everybody's peace. So sometimes I need my me time to have myself, talk to myself a little bit, hype myself up, and come back to you. It is what it is. I know about myself. That's why I said any guy that's been with me more than a year or two, they are amazing, because I know how I am. I'm a hard person to be with. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me you're doing a cruise and please send me receipts and you're taking my money, secure. Where's my receipt? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? I don't know. I need receipts for everything.
So boom, we get to Miami. I'm the first one there. So I go to the hotel, check in because it's in my name, and she meets me at the hotel. Everything's fine. We're catching up. We're catching up because we haven't seen each other in about 2.5 years. The last time I saw her, I think, was at my baby shower. But we still talk every day. So we're catching up. We go to get some food. We go outside. We go garden. We're doing all of the things that we want to do. We're having a great time. We go to this lounge. When we get to this lounge, we have dinner. Our waitress brings us a ticket. We're not able to separate it. It's on one check. She left her debit card in the hotel room, and she was like, I can see the money. She tried to Apple Pay me the money. She couldn't Apple Pay it, so she goes, request the money. Her half of the bill was $63. I sent the request while we were at the dinner table. She never sent me her half of the money. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, cool. She'll send it to me when she sends it to me. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, that's odd that you left your debit card in the hotel when you're the one that told me that you keep cash, your license, and your debit card in the back of your phone case, and I should do that for mine so I won't have to carry my purse when we're walking in Miami. Cool. So we left dinner. Everything's fine. We go back to the hotel. We go to sleep. In the morning, on the 3rd, we take the shuttle from the hotel to the port. Now, before we boarded the port, we walked to the gas station to get some last minute things like some water, a 12-pack of Sprite. And then we decided that we wanted to bring wine because we were told that you can bring like 750 milliliters of wine that's under a certain proof. So we got 2 Capriccios, which I also paid for because she said she left her cash and her debit card in the hotel again.
I would say let's go to the hotel. Let's go get your cash. I don't mind. Like me, I'm very big because thank God blessed me with friends that's me. Because maybe that's why I don't have the like. Y'all know I'm real. I am real. Okay, I'm 100% real. I am honest. I would say it in front of everybody. Alright, put that back, let's go get it. First of all, I don't drink, so that would never happen to me. I feel like liquor is a waste of money for me because I'm not spending all that money. Like, I be seeing bottles for $100. You know what I can do with $100? Ooh. That's all I understand. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do nothing, and I'm still broke. What am I doing? Is it the wigs? The wigs are cheap too. My wigs are like $40, $50. And I do my own nails. Only my feet sometimes I get done like rarely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I do get my feet done like here and there, but I do my feet and then I can paint them still, so like it still look nice, you know. And my clothes ain't that expensive. Where my money be going? Bill, my children. Okay, don't worry about it. But baby, you ain't gonna be. How many times you forgot there's no Apple Pay? Baby, this ain't 1992, sis. You don't have Apple Pay? Oh. I think she's trying to play us. I'm just saying.
Cool. At this point, we have not checked out yet. So she's like, I'll just give you the cash for my half of the liquor, the drinks, the Sprite when we get back to the hotel. Get back to the hotel, she never gives me her half of the money. I didn't think anything of it because together with all of the drinks, everything was like $25 maybe. So we board, we get on the ship. We're on the ship for 2 nights before we even touch a land. Everything is going fine the first night, no issue. She has a boyfriend, I don't. That's important. Oh, I'm skipping. Let me back it up. So we get on the boat Monday, and then we go to our rooms. Our rooms are on the first floor. I'm like, this is strange because I sent her $102 2 weeks ago. She said that we were supposed to be on the 8th floor. I also purchased the premium Wi-Fi package the night before. I could not connect to the internet. So we go to guest services. It's important for y'all to know that it was my idea to go to guest services to talk about the room upgrade that we supposedly were supposed to get and the Wi-Fi. So while we're standing in line, it's a huge line wrapped around the corner. I was in that line for maybe a good hour. She's standing with me, and there's this lady coming down the line, checking people and asking them if, like, what she can help them with or if they have to go to the counter. So boom, right when I'm next in line to be checked in, my best friend goes, hey, there's a credit on my account for $102. I'm like, credit on your account? What are you talking about? And she goes, I think they refunded us for the room charge, which is why we're on the first floor, because there's a credit in my account for...
Don't you remember the other story time? If y'all don't check out my story times, I think that was... Because, you know, I haven't been as consistent. But there was a story time about that girl who was trying to rob her friends. So you wait till she went in the line for almost 2 hours. I'm like, oh my God, there's a credit for $102. You tried to steal it. You tried to steal that money from your friend. You are garbage, you are trash, and I don't care what you said. You didn't know there was $102 that were, and you have that credit in your account. You didn't notice that? Oh, you just happened to check now? I don't. Where are people finding their friend? Where are you finding it? Where? Sorry. Where are people finding their friend? Okay. Where? Where have you been all my life? Like, where? Where do you people find these friends? Yo. I just noticed there's 100. You just noticed, bitch. You just noticed right now. After we sat in here for how long? Oh.
Because there's a credit in my account for $102 and it says like boarding room fee or something like that. So I'm like, cool, I'll just ask them to put that credit on my debit card since I sent the $102. And then I'm still going to ask for their Wi-Fi, so I still need to be in the line. She then steps away out of the line. I see her like by the elevators, by the stairs talking. I'm still in the line, still have not checked in yet. So she steps away. She's by the elevator, taking a phone call, texting, doing something. I don't know, but I see her in my peripheral. She's between the elevator and the stairs. She comes back up to me before I get checked in and she's like, I have to go to the room. My boyfriend's freaking out because his mom just fell down 4 flights of stairs and I feel really bad because I'm not there. So I'm going to go talk to him. And I'm like, okay, girl, you do you. You go handle your business. Mind you, the reservation, everything is in her name. So I kind of really do need her in the line, but I understand, like, you know, been with your boyfriend for 8 years.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, right? So I was just talking to one of my friends, right? And I said, I kind of feel as if like I stop being friends with people that have relationships, right? And no, I'm not. Okay, let me not say it in that way. I don't hang out with a lot of people that are in certain relationship, marriage stuff in a way, because I feel like when people are in a relationship, I feel like, okay, you know when people like, single people shouldn't be taking advice from married people. No, married people shouldn't be taking advice from single people, right? it's kind of the same way. Like with me, I feel like when people are in a relationship, there's certain things we can't do anymore, right? And I know I'm probably gonna get dragged for this, but this is my personal opinion. I hate when people are in a relationship and you want to go out with me and you're on the phone with the man all day, or if I have an event, the boyfriend's with me. I don't know. I can't stand that person that always want to bring their man everywhere. I don't want to be with your man. Like, no shade. Like, and then you wonder why. Oh, he slept with because he's there with us all the time. He's part of our relationship. He's technically with in a poly relationship. I'm just tired. Like, I feel like there has to be an equal balance. You know what I'm saying? If you are a person who's very obsessed with your man, you want your man with you all the time. I get it, cause I've been there. When I really like a man, baby, I'm in love. I'm Haitian. It's in my blood. I fall in love with you tomorrow. I meet you. I'm like, oh, baby, that's the love of my life. And then when we break up, I don't even like him for real. I know that about me. That's my toxic trait. I love everybody. I love you. You don't want to be with me. Why? You're my sweetie baby. Why you don't love me no more? You know what I'm saying? I know me. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just don't want to be with you and your man. Sometimes I don't want to hear about your problems. I don't give a shit. Like... I feel like relationship people should be with relationship people, because I don't really care that your husband is cheating on you for the 6th time and you're sad and you're listening to sad music. When we go back, you're going to be back with him regardless. So why are you telling me? I don't give a damn. But because I'm your friend, I have to pretend I give a fuck. Like, because I'm a single person. We're in 2 different calibers. You know what I mean? When I was with my ex, I could be with people that hang out, because me and my ex, we have problems. I have friends that have relationship problems. We together. But when you're single and you're living in a single world, we're different. I could do different things. I can hang out different ways. I can have my time. I can dance. I can party. I can enjoy it. But when you're in a relationship, you're a little bit more constricted because you're in a relationship, right? So I feel like married people should be with married people. Relationship people should be, relationship people should be with relationship people. Single people should be with single people. I just feel, because I can't go a trip with the person that's in a relationship. I can't. No shade, I cannot. Only if it's like a grown-up type of trip. But if it's just like me and you hanging out and it's us 2 in this trip and you're on this phone and your obsession is your boyfriend, I'm not there. I'm going to leave you. Okay, I'm gonna make new friends on the boat. I'm a very friendly person anyways. I make friends easily. Like, that's what I'm known about. Even at work, like, people always be like, dang, Tasha, you know people everywhere. Yes, I have friends, white, black, green, purple. I don't discriminate. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're trans. I don't give a damn. You cool, you my homie, okay? I don't care if you were born with a vagina or a dick. I don't care. That's how I am. That's my personality. I don't judge anybody. I don't want to judge anybody. Who am I to judge? I have 2 baby daddies. Who am I? I'm just saying.
I really do need her in the line, but I understand, like, you've been with your boyfriend for 8 years. Y'all are very close. Go check on him. So I check in. The lady tells me I do need to go to the counter and I need to ask about the room upgrade first before I ask for the Wi-Fi, because the 2 may be connected. I may not be able to check in for my Wi-Fi because I'm in the wrong room. So cool. I get up to the counter and I'm like, hey, Mr. Man, this is our room number. We're on the 1st floor. But 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday, my best friend told me that she upgraded the room. She said she called, she talked to a man, she paid the $102. We should be on the 5th floor. He goes, man, we don't have cabins on the 5th floor. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I then go back and look at our messages and I said, oh, I apologize. She told me the 8th floor. And he was like, okay, you did not purchase an upgrade. I'm arguing with this man. I'm going back and forth for a good 3 minutes. And I'm like, no, can you please check the records? Like, check the receipt. I know for a fact that I paid for a room upgrade. I sent the money to my best friend. She called. That's what I said. While he's looking up the phone records, I then inform him that she also said there's a $102 credit on her account. Is that for the room upgrade? Did we get refunded for it? He goes, ma'am, there's no credit on her account or your account. I said, weird. So maybe y'all just forgot to put us in the right room because we did upgrade last minute. Can you check? So he pulls up the phone records and he said she called on Thursday, October 29th. He's reading the manuscript verbatim. And he said, customer called to inquire about a room upgrade. Customer was advised that there's only 1 room left with a window view on the 2nd floor. Customer opted not to upgrade the room. Phone call was ended. So immediately I start texting her while I'm on the line and I said, hey, this guy said that you didn't upgrade the room. And she goes, no, that's a lie. That's not true. She sends me the number she called. And then I just sent her a text and I'm like, hey, since we didn't get the room upgrade, can you please send me the $102 back? She then sends me the $102 back. I didn't think anything of it because she sent me the money back. Cool. Time goes by, everything's fine. Monday night, we're in the club. A man comes up to me. He's singing to me in my ear. He's like, let me buy you a drink. So I turn to my best friend. I'm like, he's going to buy me a drink. She then orders a drink and she reaches for his card to swipe it. And he's like confused. And so he just kind of says he's not going to buy us a drink. So she was pretty mad about that. Didn't think anything of it because like everybody's drunk at this point. And I'm like, maybe it was just a misunderstanding. Maybe I heard the wrong thing. So boom, Tuesday come and we get up. We're going to breakfast. So we sit down and then these two guys come sit next to us. They're not talking to us. We're not really talking to them. I then look over and I see that the two guys have a drink. So I ask one of the guys, hey, what drink do you have? He then starts a conversation with me. We're going to call him Mr. Pipe Man. So while Mr. Pipe Man is there, because he said he lays pipes, that's his job. While Mr. Pipe Man is sitting there, we had a little conversation. I turned.
What? Niggas out there. Yo, that's so funny. All right, so there's this so there was this dude I used to date back in the days, right? I dated him probably like after my daughter was born, and I haven't seen this dude for years, right? Years. Like he was my first, like he was like, I will say, like the person that turned me out to Haitian men. He was my first, right? He was like my first Haitian experience, right? And so he was like my first Haitian experience, all right? So when I seen him, I haven't seen him for years. I haven't seen him, like, I don't know, I'm not really consistent on my story times, whatever, but there was a story time that I put up, and it was like the dude that I dated and I crashed his car 24 hours. I don't think I have that story time up, but I'll put it up. So because I think I have it in my stuff, because I can't really edit as much because I don't have my computer. I have to get a new computer, and that's not in my budget right now, so I'm kind of like using my daughter's computer here and there, and use Jeremiah's computer still in the shop. I have to pay, baby, don't worry about it. All right, so I haven't seen this dude in a while, like a long time. I haven't seen this dude in a long time. So the last time I seen him, I'm like, dang, I haven't seen him for a while. We seen each other. I'm, oh, hey, how you doing? He's like, oh, how you been? Blah 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 blah. So then he was like, oh, I've been good, you know, still out here laying down that pipe. I said, oh. Mind you, I haven't seen you in years. Dog, mind you, you're older than me. So right now, if I was dating him, I was like 24, he was 33. I remember he was 33. And if I'm dating you, now you're in your 40s, probably about to be 50, and you're talking about, I'm laying down. How you been? Laying down this pipe? Not job opportunities, whatever. But I started laughing because when she said that, like, oh yeah, Mr. Pipe Man. But that's what me and one of my friends call it. Like, how's Mr. Pipe Man doing? We just out here laying down that pipe? Like, baby, you ain't got no career, you ain't got no money, you ain't like businesses, like that's not a how you been? Oh, I'm out here still laying down that pipe. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But it should have me dying because that made me think of him.
My best friend, she has my phone because she said I had the better camera. So she starts asking me about the settings on my camera, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not technologically advanced. I don't know anything about my phone. She goes, technologically? That's not a real word. And I'm like, yes, it is. And she said, no, it's not. Use it in a sentence. And I said, I'm not technologically advanced. I'm not technologically equipped. How many ways do you want me to say it? And she goes, that's not a real word. You made that up. Mind you, she's saying all of this while we're sitting next to Mr. Pipeman and his friend. So at this point, I'm annoyed because I feel like you trying to embarrass me, you trying to be funny.
I hate girls like that. I hate girls like that. Like, or the girls that always make you like the, I hate girls that always trying to make you the, I hate girls that make you like the center of the joke because of men. Like, or they try to make you look stupid in front of a dude. Like, why? You already got a man. Like, you have a man that's the grandmother fall down the stairs. I hate women like that. Like, why is everything competition with you? Like, why? I hate women. Like this is why I'm by myself all the time, because I hate girls that try to make you look dumb in front of guys. Why? Like, why? Girl, like, oh yeah, using in a sentence. I did. I'm like, girl, or sometimes I'm like, girl, what? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But I'll play it off, but I hate girls that do that on purpose. Like if they're around guys, they always want to make you look stupid. Like, oh, that's not blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? we're not all right, baby. I know my vocabulary be a little bit off. I know some of the videos. Sometimes I be watching my video. Oh, what the hell, Tasha? What you talking about? But that, like, everybody like is not smart. But don't embarrass me. I feel like when we're friends and we're together, we're supposed to be a unit. Like, we're supposed to be together. You're not supposed to embarrass me, or you're not supposed to allow a man to embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? Or I just feel like we're friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's levels to it. You know, if you're married, of course, your husband comes before your friend, always. But you're not going to allow your husband to disrespect your friend, though. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because some women, they feel as if they're married and their husband want to be mad disrespectful to you. It's like, oh, you know how he is. No, bitch. I don't know how he is. He's not my husband. I don't have death to do your part. You do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like when people try to do that. Like, ugh.
I know for a fact technologically is a real word. I'm a teacher. So then we leave from the deck after we eat lunch. We go to our room to get changed for other activities. And then we come in our room. Mark, our butler, leaves the elephant. And I'm like, oh, this is so cute. And we're like, oh, we got to tip him. He's been so kind to us. He greets us by our name every day. Let's do it. I get out of 20. She gets out of 5. And she's like, why are you giving him a 20? And I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and tip him for the whole week, $5 a day, because that's all the cash that I have. Like, I don't have anything smaller than a 20. So we walk up to him and we're like, hey, Mark. I start talking first. I said, hey, Mark, I just want to give you this tip. She cuts me off immediately. And she said, we want to say thank you. We really appreciate you for the bunny or for the elephant and everything that you've done. So I'm like, okay, weird. She interrupted me, didn't think anything of it. So we give him the money and she goes, you never tell anybody that you're going to tip them. That's tacky. You need to say that you appreciate them. Tell them what you appreciate them for so they keep doing it. And then you give them the money. Makes sense? So I'm like, I don't like how you talking to me. But I just said, okay. We go do more activities. Then it's time for dinner. We decide to eat in the restaurant. We had reservations at 8:15. We get there. It's a table set with like 12 people. Only about 3 people show up. So it's me and... Part 2 and why I press charges on my best friend on her birthday. Tuesday night, we're at dinner. Only like 3 of the 12 people that were supposed to be at our dinner table came. And it was everybody's birthday except for mine and the guest of the other lady. So we get to looking at the menu and I see cream and mushroom soup on the menu. So I turn to my best friend and my best friend only. And I say, they have cream and mushroom soup on here? That's a real soup? People actually eat it? I thought it was just something that you put inside other recipes. She turns to me, then turns to the other woman, turns back to me, and she's like, you sound silly. But she said it in a serious tone. Mind you, I was joking, but like I was being for real because, I don't know, maybe I'm just a nigga. But I ain't never seen nobody just eat a bowl of cream and mushroom soup. So at this point, I feel like, oh, you trying to clown me again. I immediately start texting my other friends and I'm like, hey, tell me if I'm being too sensitive about this situation because she got me feeling tight. This is the second time today that Sheena tried to embarrass me in front of other people. So I'm asking my other friends and a couple other people like, am I tripping? Am I being sensitive? And they're like, no, that's weird. So I'm kind of quiet the whole rest of the dinner. Mind you, she's getting a drink. At this point, the only thing I'm drinking is water. So I'm kind of shut down for the rest of the dinner. You can noticeably tell there's a shift in my attitude. Like I feel some type of way because don't play with me. So I just start talking to the lady next to me, found out that we knew each other in passing because we stay in the same city. We get done with our food around 8:45, 8:50. We were supposed to be at the comedy show at 8:30 with Mr. Pipeman because he invited me. Mr. Pipeman, because that's his job and for no other reason. He invited me to the comedy show. He was like, it was funny the night before. You should come. We're at the dinner table talking about it. And she's like, I don't really want to go to the comedy show. I want to go back to the room and I want to take a nap. Let's go take a nap. I said, I'm not sleepy. I'm not going to go take a nap. And she was like, you don't want a nap before the club? I said, no. I want to go to the comedy show. So we ended up leaving the dinner table around 9:15, get to the comedy show. The comedy show's over. Don't see Mr. Pipeman. We're walking from the comedy show. I really wanted to go to this comedy show because we went to a comedy show the night before and it just really wasn't a good experience. Like, oh, back it up. I skipped. Before we went to our dinner reservation, we went to karaoke. While we're at karaoke, the man's setting up, he's making announcements. She's telling me about Princess K's, which is where we're going to be heading. And so I look it up on TikTok and I'm like, things that we should do, things we need to know, things we need to take. Because I'm a last minute person and I forgot some things. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm watching a TikTok video. The man is on the microphone announcing the rules for karaoke and she starts talking. So I'm looking back and forth between her and my phone and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm listening to both of you. I noticed that she pauses. So I say loud, I'm still listening. She then reaches over and pauses my video and she said, that's overstimulated. I look at her, I'm like, for you, I came up.
Yo. Y'all friends are very different. Yeah. I think God put certain people in my life because God knows. Like, Tasha? Don't touch my stuff. Don't tell me what to do. Don't check me in front of people. Don't correct. Oh, sis, you would have. Oh, God said I can't hit people no more. But I would have. Don't. I don't like. Sorry. I don't like friends like that. I don't like friends that is just like mad bossy or try to talk to me like I'm a kid or that's overstimulating. Relax. Like you can be like, yo girl, pause the thing. Like you can talk to me nicely. Don't touch my shit. Okay? Don't touch my stuff. Cause I would have hit you. Like it's an instant. I would have hit you. Like what the hell? Cause I would have thought you. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Crazy T would have popped up real quick, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, she hit me! Don't touch me!" Like I don't know. That's why I'm very like even when I go to church, I don't like people touching my head. I'll hit you. Like I'll move your hand. I'm really that type of person. Like I don't like it. I don't like being touched. I don't like being told what to do, and I don't like being embarrassed because I'm an overthinker. And you would know my mood shift. Like I don't like when people try to act funny. I just don't like it.
I can multitask. I'm a teacher. 30 kids talk to me at once every day. And she's just staring at me. So at this point, we're looking at each other like, I'm like, are you going to finish your sentence? And she said, I thought you were going to say more about being overstimulated. And I said, no, I'm not overstimulated. You are. She goes, yes, I am. I can't focus with the video playing and the man talking. I'm like, okay, cool. Let it go. So anyway, back to we missed the comedy. Start walking, I see a gift shop. So I go into the gift shop. There's no doors. It's like a wraparound gift shop. I'm just going in there to look for water shoes. I scanned, didn't see any water shoes. So I kept walking. Mind you, when I slipped into the gift shop, she was walking in front of me. I didn't say anything. I just popped into the gift shop. Didn't see what I needed. I was in and out in less than a minute. So I see her standing like at the entrance of the casino. And she goes, what are you doing? You're just walking around the ship. Do you even know where you're going? And I said, yeah, I went to the gift shop. And she was like, well, you didn't let me know. And I said, I didn't know I had to. She's like, I didn't know where you were. I turned around and you were gone. And I was like, we're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Where am I going to go? I can't get lost. She said, if you don't care, then I don't care either. And she kind of stormed off. She said she was going back to the room. Mind you, I'd already told her I'm not going back to the room to take a nap. I'm not sleepy. I'm the type of person, if I take a nap at 9:45, 10 o'clock, I'm asleep. I'm not taking a nap. So I then get on the phone, talk to my son. He's with his dad's mom. And so his grandma, his BB, informed me that he woke up out of his sleep crying, so she had to get him, put him in the bed. So I'm talking to him. He looks very sad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my mom guilt starts kicking in. I'm like, my baby is 700 miles away. He's crying in his sleep, and I'm in a different country on a boat. Like, I feel so bad. Get off the phone with my son. I call my mom so she can calm me down, because then I start having a panic attack, and I'm like, Mom, Adonis needs me. Adonis was fine. I'm like, Mom, Adonis needs me. I can't get him. Like, I'm freaking out. So it took me about 45 minutes to calm myself down so that I can be in the mood to like go party and turn up, because at midnight it was my girl birthday. She's turning 30. I'm talking to my mom about Adonis. I'm also telling her the things that's going on, and she's telling me like, play it cool. So then I hang up with my mom. I call my other friends. Mind you, we did have plans to be at the club at 11, but I decided to just not change. I'm going to keep on the dress that I had for dinner so that we can make it to the club on time. I get in the room. I'm on the phone with my mama, and I'm like, hey, can you call Adonis in 15 minutes? And then call me. Let me know how he's doing, because he like had a nightmare. He was freaking out, and I wasn't there. She hears me say this, gets off the phone. I get off the phone. And then she stands up, touches up her makeup, and she looks at me and she goes, I'm going to the club. Walks out the door. Doesn't say anything else. So I'm just in there like, dang, because she kind of said it with an attitude. So I'm like, okay, she's probably still mad at my comment about like, where else am I going to go? So I take a couple minutes, get my attitude together, and I'm literally 3 to 5 minutes behind her. I walk into the club. I look on the dance floor. I look at the top, because she told me she wanted to sit at the top section today. I didn't see her. So I went to the bar. I got a shot. Walk around, go to the dance floor about 2-3 times. Didn't see her. I sit down. I'm still looking for her. Don't see her. So then I order a drink. At this point, it's like 11:55. And so I go ahead and text her, and I send her a message, and I say, hey, I've been at the club for a while. Are you here? Like, where are you? Happy birthday. I'm going to go back to my room because I don't see you. There's no point in me being in the club. You ain't in the club. I finished my drink, and then I decided to go look for her on the dance floor one more time. No drinks allowed on the dance. So by the time I get to the dance floor, it's like 12:03. I see her dancing. I walk up to her, and I'm like, hey, where have you been? I was looking for you. She's like, I've been here the whole time. I said, okay. I said, happy birthday. I didn't think she heard me say happy birthday. So like Music was really loud. She's dancing. I tap her on the shoulder again. And I'm like, where were you? I came to the dance floor like 3-4 times. She said she's been in this exact spot since 11:55. I said, okay. So I walk off the dance floor. I go to my room. I change. I'm laying down. I'm quick to fall asleep, but I'm an extremely light sleeper. So I don't know, maybe around 1 o'clock, she comes in, turns on the lights. That woke me up. So I'm still not saying anything because I hear her on the phone, and all I hear is weird, weird ass bitch. And so at this point, I'm trying to put myself back to sleep. Still not saying anything. I know that she's drunk. She's been drinking all day. So she comes up the bathroom. I'm trying to lighten the mood. So I go, do you want to have a conversation, or are you just going to keep calling me weird? And she told me that was being passive aggressive. She then starts yelling at me, telling me how I'm just a weird ass bitch because like she had to bring in her birthday by herself. And I'm like, girl, I told you happy birthday. I even texted it to you.
Girl, she called you. First of all, if I'm your friend, right, and I'm going to a location with you, right? First of all, what is wrong with these entitled friends? First of all, I'm your friend. I didn't have sex with you. I didn't help your mother make you. I'm not your father. I don't have to, like, I feel like friends need to understand what's the rules of friends. Just because I'm cool with you, bitch, I don't got to deal with a lot of things. I feel like a lot of people feel like you have to deal with a lot of things because I'm your friend. I don't have to deal with your mood swings. I don't have to deal with you being angry. I don't have to deal with you crying. I don't have to. Just because I'm a friend, I don't have to deal with you. Baby, I could leave and never talk to you again. A friend, it's like a two-sided thing. First of all, it's your birthday. I'm with you, girl. You talking about you going to the club. If you have an issue, speak. I don't understand that you guys just be doing this thing. Like, I think it's more of the younger generation. Like, y'all be mad and y'all be feeling away, and then y'all take it to the thousands, and a person don't even know what's happening. Y'all don't know how to talk. Y'all can't say, yo, y'all feel away. Like, yo, I feel X, Y, and Z. It's okay. We're two different people. So people are not always going to feel this. Sometimes I have certain ways to me that people are like, yo, Tasha, I don't like this, and this. I felt this way. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it in that way. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because we're two different people. We think two different ways. That's just like being in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with a guy, yo, I promise you, you would have made sure and talk to them. Can we talk? What's wrong with you? But when it's friends, I feel like friends feel as if like you could treat friends like shit. But the niggas, if it was a man that was DICKing you down, you would have went hard for him. You would have cried for him. I feel like people take advantage of friends so much. Call me a weird ass bitch. Weird. What kind of friend is that? What kind of friend is this? You're talking shit about me when I'm in the same room as you? Like, yo, people are weird.
Walked away from the dance floor. That's when I left. Mind you, she's over talking me. So she's asking me for an explanation. I'm telling her, she's like still over talking to me, not really listening. So I said, this is not how I communicate. When you calm down and you're ready to have an adult conversation, let me know. She then starts yelling, going off. And so I finally tell her, like, hey, I had to step away to talk to Adonis. He had a nightmare. He woke up crying. I felt bad. I started freaking out. She told me that I was using that as an excuse. Nobody was trying to clock my motherhood. She felt like that was just an excuse for me not to show up for her in that moment. I responded to her by saying, I get that your world revolves around you. My world revolves around Adonis. Like, if he is not okay, I can't function. I can't compartmentalize anything when it comes to him. That's my focus. So I stayed behind in the room 3 minutes to like kind of get myself together, collect myself, because I didn't want to bring bad energy. I also didn't tell you that Adonis was freaking out because so many things had happened back to back that like on this trip, and we both felt like this trip was almost being rude. So, you know, her boyfriend's mom fell down 4 flights of stairs the first night. My car had to be put in the shop. I had to pay a whole bunch of money for my car, like shit like that. So I didn't want to ruin the vibe anymore, so I didn't give her any more bad news. She said that I should have communicated that. Maybe I should have. So then she's still yelling. She's still very mad. And I said, you know what? You want to be mad? That's fine. No matter what I tell you, it's not what you want to hear. If you want to be mad, you'll be mad. And she goes, I don't want to be mad. I am mad. And she's still yelling. She's still going off. She's calling me a dumbass, slow ass bitch and all of this. So at this point, I'm still like, hey, I'm not yelling. I'm not mad at you. And she was like,
how is this your friends? Who you calling a dumbass, slow ass bitch? Titanic Part 2? Because baby, if that was me. First of all, What kind of friend is this? If we're friends, right? You feel a way, of course. Friends, I feel like when friends are mad and they're telling you the truth, listen to them. If I'm arguing with my friend, I'm not calling my friend no dumbass, slow ass bitch over my birthday. I came all the way here to celebrate your birthday. That's what you should be grateful about. You stole my money. You broke BITCH. You stole my money. You took my money. You try to play me. You try to what they call gaslight me. I let it go, and then you call me a slow ass bitch. Oh, what a mighty God we serve. Cause let that be me. Cause that's not a friend. That's not a friend. I need you guys to understand what a friend is.
Mad at you, and she was like, I don't give a fuck, be mad, be mad, be mad. I'm like, I'm not mad, like, it's not that deep. We can still have a great time. Like, your birthday is all day tomorrow. Like, I wasn't trying to argue. She kept calling me a dumbass bitch, kept calling me a stupid ass, retarded ass hoe. So then I get up and I go to the bathroom to calm myself down. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like literally yelling, and I'm like, it never gave stupid, it never gave dumb, bitch. I graduated my undergrad with a 3.58 GPA. I then got a full ride scholarship to get my master's and graduated with a 3.6 GPA. I could go get my doctorate tomorrow if I wanted to. She goes, yeah, but you're unsuccessful. What are you doing with those? So I'm like, okay, you know what? You're trying to provoke me. I'm not going to respond. She goes back to calling me a weird ass bitch. So then I say, no, what's weird is lying about upgrading the room when you never did, and then not giving my money back until you got cut up, I guess, services. That's weird. And she goes, bitch, you think I'm hard up for $102? I needed your $102. Let's go salary for salary. Ho, your salary not touching mine. Now, that very well might be true. We've never discussed our salaries with each other. All I know is I'm a teacher and they pay me in pennies and children's tears. I don't know how much a stage manager in a small theater in New Jersey makes. I just know that I'm financially stable, blessed, and highly favored. Amen. Like, it's odd that you're bringing up salary because I never called you a...
I'm not gonna lie. I hate people who say, I'm blessed and highly favored. There was this girl that I used to work with in Starbucks. Oh my God, her name was Kayla. Oh my God, she's getting on my nerves. She was like a mean girl who used to use God for everything. The girl would be a lesbian, be straight, don't be straight, don't know, whatever. But she was a mean girl, baby. And she was always victim in her mind. So every time people, it's so crazy because one of my coworkers that I work with, she actually... When I used to work at Starbucks, she was like, oh, I used to work at Starbucks. There was this black girl. She was so rude. And I was like, I know who exactly you're talking about. And it was her. Because she used to be so rude. Next. What else do you want? Blah, blah, blah. She was mad rude. And every time you go, how you doing? I'm blessed and highly favored. Oh, my God. But she was funny to me. I used to like her. But she was like a type of girl that she was just like a mean girl. Like, that was her thing. And I was going through a lot at the time, so a lot of them used to think like they were kind of like bullying me, but I used to just stick it around because I was working. But if they seen the real me, they wouldn't like me. But it was a job environment that was so toxic and they were so young. Sorry, my phone died. Yeah, but she was one of those girls that was just so toxic. But how you doing, girl? I'm blessed and highly favored. Thank you. Blessed and highly favored. So every time I hear that shit, like, she used to do it all the time. And she was like the meanest and the bulliest person. She was so rude to people. I hope she's doing well, though. She was just a bitter girl.
I never called you a broke ass bitch. What I said was, it's weird that you kept my money knowing... And why I pressed charges on my best friend on her birthday. So I'm like, no, I'm not saying you're broke or that you need the money. What I'm saying, it's just very odd that you didn't give me the money back immediately and you waited 2 whole weeks. If you needed the money, you should have asked me. I would have said no, but you still should have asked me. So the conversation's kind of like all over the place at this point, and well, the argument. And she keeps going back and forth between like calling me a broke ass bitch, telling me I'm unsuccessful, and then talking about how I was making excuses. And so then she circles back to when I bring up the money, she's like, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about how you didn't show up for me because you're a weird ass bitch and you're using Adonis as an excuse. And she said, not to say Adonis isn't important, but it's my birthday. He's with his dad. I don't give a fuck. The way that hit my ear is, bitch, you just said that you don't give a fuck about my baby. So I'm like, cool. At this point, I'm not trying to escalate the situation. I want to enjoy my cruise. I pay money to be here.
Nah, that's not a friend, sis. Tell me you don't give a fuck about my baby. Tell me, come talk to me. Let's talk about it. If anybody ever came to me and said, I'm telling you, I don't give a damn if Jeremiah split his finger. I don't care if a guy's about to be 18 and her eye has dust in it. If I'm talking about my children, you better give a fuck, bitch. What's her name? Come on. I'm there. You want me to do it? Oh, God told me now. Because. Oh, if I wasn't changing. Because, girl, what I want to say. What I want to say. You don't give a fuck about my kid and you my friend? Is that your friend? Is that your friend? What is it? Hey, your friend is a garbage. Your friend is a garbage. I don't give a damn if my baby got a boo-boo. I don't care. If I'm telling you about my kid and you don't care, you don't give a fuck about my baby. I don't give a fuck about you. Oh, man. I can't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. Alright, don't worry about it.
Need to be here. I'm not trying to go to the bridge. So I'm very calm, cool, collected. I'm talking to her in a very civil tone, like just like this, literally this tone of voice. At one point, she kept over talking me, so I did yell, and the girl goes, "Stop yelling. You're gonna wake everybody up." And I said, "You've been yelling this whole time." I yelled because you were over talking me. So then I tell her, like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. She says, like, keeps telling me that I'm unsuccessful. I'm not da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm not unsuccessful. I have 2 degrees. I have a master's. And she goes, yeah, but you're not doing anything that you want with your degrees. So you're unsuccessful. My bachelor's is in history. My master's is in education. I'm a teacher. But I'm not doing anything with my degrees. The math ain't math, sis. And so I clap back at this point. And I'm like, if you want to talk about who's unsuccessful, you're unsuccessful. You wanted to be an actress. You're a stage manager. She was like, I've been on Broadway. Check my resume. Check my resume. I said, as a stage manager, you wanted to be on the stage acting. You're behind the scenes. You would never acted professionally in the theaters that you currently work with.
What I would say is wrong with both of y'all. Y'all are friends. Y'all are friends. I feel like there should be at least like one person that is mature about it. First of all, if my friends are telling me, Tasha, you're unsuccessful, you're this, you're that, I'm not throwing anything back in your face. Yeah, I'm your friend. You feel me? I get you're feeling away, but girl, you know what it is. Come on. If somebody comes to me about, oh, Tasha, you're unsuccessful, you have 2 baby daddies, and that's why your baby daddy took your money and left you, and then his new crackhead girlfriend's living in the house and taking your money, and he ain't taking care of your kids, and you don't have nothing with it, and you have no education, and look at your life. I'm not gonna go, well, yeah, you're right, but I am educated, and I did help him get the house, and I did rebuild my life, and I did get a job that is making good money, and I did no, because why do I have to prove to you? You feel me? Like, people, if a person is so hard to throw your trauma or anything that's, because evidently she's just your insecurity. You must have told her that you felt a way about your degrees. You must have felt a way about something, something that she's throwing back in your face that is bothering you. Because, baby, if I know I'm doing good, that's somebody come up to me about, oh, Tasha, that's why you got a YouTube channel, and your YouTube channel, and you ain't making no money, and people don't even really watch you for real. I'm not gonna go, oh, no, I do, even though it's because I'm not consistent. Baby, I don't got time. Because people know, like, what hurts you. You know what I'm saying? People know what hurts you. If she was your friend for real, she would not throw that in your face. She'll argue about how she feels. But call me a broke ass bitch, you bum ass bitch, you this, you that. I don't give a fuck about your child, baby. What? Best friend. This ain't new. This ain't a new argument. Cause if shorty was that brave to say that, baby, she'll lose all her teeth. Press charges, y'all be pressing charges on me. Say you don't give a damn about my baby. When I'm going through something, I don't give a damn. I told you, I'm mood swing. So one day you'll have happy Tasha, and then days you'll have crybaby Tasha, then days you'll have angry Tasha. I come with a warning. Like, what kind of friend is that?
Contract jobs. And then I start feeling bad because I'm like, damn, that's not really like me. That's not even truly what I think. I'm just like trying to go toe to toe with her. At this point, you're talking about me being unsuccessful because I said I wanted to go to law school at one point, but I decided to teach and not go to law school. So now I'm going to clap back and I say, you're not doing what you said you were going to do with your degree either. Her degree is in theater. She works as a stage manager for a small theater company. She is using her degree, just not the way she wants, which is what she's telling me about my degree. So then she is still going off. She starts calling me like, you weak ass bitch, pussy ass hoe. Let's step outside. You want to rock it. Let's step outside. So I'm like, step outside to fight? Girl, are you crazy? I'm a lady. And she's like, yeah, you want to fight me?
Where y'all fighting at? Y'all on the boat. Did they get off the boat? Cause y'all rock the boat. We're getting, where y'all going? Aren't y'all on the boat? Did they get off the boat? Did I miss that part? Cause where y'all going? Oh.
You want to fight me? You're the same as high school. You talk a lot of shit, but you don't never want to fight. So I turn to her, the same girl I've known since kindergarten. I'm like, girl, I've known you since kindergarten. You have never once been in a fight. You know for a fact that I used to fight, okay? I'm going to talk a lot of shit, but I'm also going to pop you in your mouth. So she's spouting out the mouth, talking about some step outside. And I'm like, no, girl, I ain't finna step outside so you can, push me off the boat? Bitch, is you crazy? I gotta make it home to my son. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not even mad. Like, for me to really fight, especially someone that I care about and respect, I have to truly be pissed off and, like, almost black out. Because, like, my heart's just too big. That's not me. I am a fighter, just not for people I love. Like, not fighting people that I care about. So she's still like, you want to fight? I'm like, no. So then I pull out my phone. I pull up the Bible app and I'm like, I start praying and I start reading scriptures about, specifically the scripture about arguing with the fool. And then so I read the scriptures about arguing with the fool and being quick to anger. And then I start praying on those scriptures and I'm like, God, help me use discernment in this moment so I say the right things. Let my words not be your own. And I'm really praying. In the middle of my prayer, she goes, you need to pray for God to protect you from me whipping your ass. Bitch, don't play with me and I'm actually praying. And I'm actually trying to calm down because you're finna take me there. And so I ignored it. And then I just bring up the money that she owes me. I said, while we're on the subject, you never send me that $63 that you owe me. Since you're not hard up for no money, send me my $63. And she goes, bitch, I'm not sending you a motherfucking thing. So I'm like, okay, don't send me the money. We'll go to court about it. Because at this point, you owe me so much.
What kind of friends are y'all? Damn. All this because I didn't go to the dance floor? What kind of friends are you guys? What the fuck it is? And you say you're gonna sue her for $63? Oh. Y'all have money for court fees. God damn it. What the fuck it is? Baby, Your Honor, I'm here for my $63. I feel bad for these judges. I came for vacation. I spent all that money to be fighting. You didn't have an education for real. I did have an education for real, but you didn't have an education for real, but you did have an education for real. Why didn't you have an education for real? Because you're dumb and you didn't get that education, but you got your bachelor's, but you didn't get your master's, but you got your master's in teaching, but you didn't get your master's in teaching. Baby, I ain't got... What the fuck is happening? What's going on? Let's go outside. Where? Okay, Jesus, you gonna walk on water. What is it? Where are we going?
You owe me so much money. I paid $530 for us to have a drink package on that morning. You didn't even have your half of that. So I'm finna go get all of my money back the legal way. So then I call my mom and I'm like, hey, how much money does somebody have to owe you for you to take them to civil court? She tells me, she's like, make sure you have whatever that you tried to get the money. So I then emphasized the $63 request that I sent to the girl while we're arguing. And this is how she replied. So I'm like, babe, you have not changed since high school. You're very much still quick to anger and slow to listen. She took that as me calling her slow. So then she starts calling me stupid, dumb, all of that again. And then she's like, let's go, get up, let's rock it. And then she said something about me not having friends. Mind you, I have friends. I just don't talk to her about my friends. She talks to me about her other friends, but all the problems that she has with her friends and why she keeps losing. So then I made the comment, I see why you've lost all of your friends. In the last like 3-4 years, I'm the only friend that she has left from high school, from college. She told me about this relationship, like this friendship that she had with this other person who also moved up to the East Coast with her at the same time. And they have not texted her since September. So it's like, girl, you're losing all your friends. And so then the wheels start turning in my head. 2 and 2 start mathing. Everything's clicking. And I'm like, oh, she doesn't have any friends because this bitch is crazy. Mind you, this is the first trip that I've ever taken with her by myself. I've seen her argue and be quick to anger. That's not out of her character, but I've never seen it to this extent. So when she made that comment, she's like, you don't have any friends either, da-da-da. And I'm like, the only friend that I've lost in the last 10 years is Pooh. That's not a loss for me. So then she's like, bitch, shut the fuck up or run your fucking hands. Let's go. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm still not mad. When you're ready to have a civil conversation, let me know. And so she was like, you need to shut the fuck up then. Shut the fuck up. And I said, no, you don't control my mouth. I'm going to keep talking. And she was like, you just shut the fuck up before I punch you in your mouth. And I was like, no. And I kept saying no. And every time she said something, I would be like, okay, I'm going to keep talking because you don't control me. So at this point, I'm laying in the bed and my back is turned to her. I start scrolling on TikTok. I'm playing sounds, and every time she hears a sound, she starts screaming the sound at the top of her lung, very much trying to annoy me. So at this point, I'm just flipping through videos. Every time she starts singing the sound, I just scroll. So then I turn the volume up so that I don't have to hear her sing so loudly. She turns the volume all the way up on the TV. So then I get to a video, she doesn't know the sound, and she was like, I'm finna go to bed, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm scrolling. I get up to use the bathroom. I leave the TikTok video playing. I do that often, actually. So I hear her yelling, and she's like, I'm not gonna play these games with you. I'm not playing with you. You're doing this on purpose. You're trying to pick with me. You're trying to provoke me. And so I'm confused at this point because I'm like, girl, I'm pissing. How am I trying to provoke you? And I'm peeing. So I open the door to the bathroom, and I'm very seriously in this tone of voice with a confused look on my face. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm confused. And she was like, you're picking with me. You know what you're doing. You're playing games. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, can you explain to me what I'm doing that you think I'm picking on you so I can stop doing it? I literally said that verbatim. So she says that I'm playing the videos over and over again to annoy her at a very loud volume. Mind you, the TV is still on, turned up to the max. And she was just purposely singing TikTok sounds extremely loud to where I couldn't even hear the video to annoy me. So I'm like, girl, ain't nobody worried about you. I'm playing the video because I play the video. Sometimes I put my phone down and I'll go other places. That's what I do at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was thinking about you. The world does not revolve around you. So she then tells me to shut the fuck up and go to sleep. And I said, no, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not sleepy. At this point, you don't wake me up. Like, I'm just going to be up. So she turns off the overhead lights. I turn on my lamp. I'm scrolling on my phone. She goes, turn the phone off and go the fuck to sleep. And I said, no, you don't pay my phone bill. You don't control me. I'm not going to bed. I'm not tired. She reaches over and turns off my lamp. I turn my lamp back on. She then knocks my phone out of my hand, smacks it into the wall. It cracks my case. The video is still playing. So at this point, she got out of the bed and she's yelling at me and she was like, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't go to sleep. Go to fuck to sleep. So I'm like, girl, ain't nobody worried about you. I turn my back towards her because I'm like facing the wall.
What the fuck is going on? What? What in the Argentina's happening here? What the fuck it is? You better turn off that TV. Yo, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna knock your goddamn TV off. You better turn off that goddamn TV. You better. What's happening? What is it? What the fuck it is? What is happening? There's a lot happening that don't need that. Wow. How we get here? Damn it.
My back towards her because I'm like facing the wall. At this, pick my phone up. I'm literally under the cover. Just like this with my back face to her and I'm still scrolling on TikTok. All of a sudden, the bitch fly across the room and hit me directly on top of my head. So I turn to her. She punches me in my mouth. I grab her by the hands and like kind of have her in a chokehold. And I have one of her hands. Her other hand is still swinging, but she's missing me. She's just hitting my shoulder at this point. Like, her arm is hitting my shoulder because she's swinging here. And I'm, like, still laying down in the bed, and I have her covered. Like, she's like, yeah, I just whooped your ass, bitch. I just beat you the fuck up, pussy asshole. So I turned to her, looked her dead in her face, and I said, you snuck me while my back was turned. You hit me once. Adonis hits harder than you. And she's like, well, stand the fuck up then, bitch. Let's fight, let's fight. And I keep telling her, like, girl, I'm not gonna fight you. How is you cool? Like, I'm not mad. And I'm literally sitting here with a smile on my face. And I'm like, I don't want to fight you. And she's like, yeah, because you a pussy asshole. You a pussy asshole. You know I'll beat you the fuck up. Keep in mind, I have years of anger management from when I got kicked out of school. That's a different story. But I have years of anger management. And so I know how to control myself and keep myself calm in situations like this. So I'm like doing.
And it's smart too. Because I'm not on your level yet. So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, girl, if that was me. Because baby, boop, 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 bang, bing, bing. God's still working on me. I'm trying to work to sit next to Moses. But you hit me? Baby, we are going. One of us is going. Bang, bang, bing, 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 boom, 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 bing, boom, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bang, bang, boom, 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 boom. Play with me. But you are more mature than me. You know, I'm not there yet. I'm not gonna pretend like, girl, yeah, that was you did the right thing because you have a job, you have a career that is smart. That's why I stay away from people, because I know I'm not there yet. I'm not. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not there. Nah. Maybe I would bang, bing, bing, bing. I would beat her so bad that she will cry. Cause baby, I don't stop till I see red. Oh, Crazy T. Cause Tasha will leave the building and Crazy T will be activated. Just ask my baby daddies. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change. Cause I'm trying to sit next to Moses. That's my goal in life. But the old me, no, the me now. Yeah, I'm still there. I'm trying to work to be a better human being, so I can go to heaven with Jesus in the heavens. I want to sit in with the Lord in the heaven. What the fuck it is? Oh.
I'm like doing the breathing techniques. I'm counting. I'm being mindful. And I'm just like telling her, I do not want to fight you. And I keep saying that over and over again. She was like, you don't want to fight me because I just beat you the fuck up. And so then I start laughing and I'm like, your licks did not hurt. So then she runs towards me again. Mind you, I'm sitting down. She runs toward me. I fall back, hit my head on the wall. So I hit my head on the wall. She's on top of me. I think she punched me on.
I feel like the other clip, the words is a little bit delayed. I don't know if it's my editing or hers, so I just want to let you know.
I'm not sure. And so like I kind of pushed her, trying to push her off of me. And then I ended up like punching her in her stomach. She kind of fell over. And then I put my legs up to like keep her a distance. And so she's swinging, but she's swinging over me and she's hitting the wall. And she's like, her arm at this point is hitting the top of my head like this over and over again. And so as she's swinging and like her arm's hitting my head, I'm telling her, I do not want to fight you. You need to calm down. Like, let's have a conversation. I'm not finna fight you. And she's like, bitch, get up. Let's go. I'm beating your ass. I'm beating your ass. And so then I guess she had to take a break. She was out of breath. So I'm afraid for my life because she said she would kill me. Her hand is literally wrapped around my throat. Wrapped around my throat at this point. And she's like repeating over and over again, bitch, I will kill you. I will kill you. So I'm like, okay, I ain't got no choice but to fight back, because what you're not going to do is tell me that I'm not going to make it home to my son. Like, if you put me in a situation, it's life or death, is you or me, it's going to be you every time. I'm getting home to my baby. I stamped that. So I kick her in her stomach. Yeah. I kick her in her stomach. And she kind of falls back. And so when she falls back, I uppercut her like in her chin. I punched her in her jaw, and like she kind of fell down on the bed. Like punching her, really punching her. Mostly body shots, couple face shots. But like, I'm like, no, get out the room. So then she gets up and she stands like in front of her dresser. And I'm like, come on, bitch, like, let's fight. You want to fight? Come on. And she's like, you need to calm down. Oh, you want me to calm down now that I actually put my hands on you for real? But you can sneak me 3 times and you didn't think about calming down? So at this point, I go to my side of the room. I sit on my bed. Yeah. I sit on my bed. And,
in the cruise, nobody came in? No? Nobody like, y'all in there? Nobody? Oh.
comes over there. I'm thinking like, oh, she wanna go again. No. She comes over there and she picks up her wig, and then she looks in the mirror on her. So she goes back to her side of the room, looks in the mirror, and she goes, my hair got long, isn't it? You're trying to crack a joke? Bitch, is you crazy? You cool? You trying to crack a joke with me? Like you didn't just threaten my life? Like you didn't choke me? And so I look at her and I'm like, nothing is funny. I'm not doing none of that rah-rah shit. Bitch, come fight. And she was like, I will really kill you. She was like, you hurt? You saw how you was gasping for air. I will kill you. And I'm like, I looked at her and I said, do it. Come do it. She didn't come. So then I got up and I went on her side of the bed to get my wig. I go to her side of the bed, get my wig, and I sit back down on my side of the bed. I call my mom instantly and I said, Mom, this bitch just put her hands on me. And my mom was like, Charity, get out the room. I know how you are. Like, don't escalate the situation. Get out the room, go report her. So I said, you know what? I'm finna go to the bar. I'm finna get a drink. My mom, as I'm walking down up the stairs to go to the bar to get a drink, my mom was like, you should request a different room. And she put her hands on you. Ain't no telling what she'll do. Because I told her, like, she said she would kill me. And she was like, Charity, she might choke you in your sleep or do something. You don't need to sleep in that room tonight. And so I go to guest services and I'm like, I need a new room. And they like, why? And so I ended up having to tell them. They called security. I had to report it. And so security goes, they talk to her. They search the room. I guess that's part of the protocol. And they come back to me while I'm down in medical, and they're like, we found contraband. I'm like, contraband? The only thing that's in the room is Sprite and Capriccio, and you can bring 750 milliliters of wine. Capriccio is wine. And they're like, no, we found weed edibles. And I'm like, that's strange, because I specifically told her, like, just wait until we get to the island, and we'll find something there. Like, I didn't know that was in there. And so they're like, are you sure? And I said, yeah. So they asked me if I want to press charges. I said, yes, absolutely, because she threatened my life multiple times. And I sat there calmly and I told that girl, I do not want to fight you. And I tried my best not to fight her. And so I filled out a police report, pressed charges. They said that they couldn't do anything. So the next day, they put me in a separate room. They told me I couldn't leave the room until the Bahama police came to talk to me to see if I can get on the island. And so then they said the Bahama police said they couldn't take the case because it was in international waters, but they already reported it to Miami PD. And so Friday, when everybody docks, neither of us can get off the boat until we talk to the police. And then it'll go for there. And there's a very real possibility that, like, we might go to jail or she might go to jail. Personally, I don't give a fuck. You threatened my life. You choked me. You ran up on me when my back was... You ran up on me when my back was turned to you. You snuck me 3 different times. I kept telling you, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. And the crazy thing is, y'all, is this girl has always been bigger than me. She's always been taller than me. She's always been bigger than me our entire life. For reference, I'm like 5'1". My license say 5'2", though. I'm 5'1". I'm 153 pounds. She's like 5'9", 5'10". I don't know how much weight she weighs now, but she lost a lot of weight. I'll insert some clips of like before and after, but you can visibly see the height difference. And even one picture when I was graduating college, she came, I had on 4-inch heels and she was still very much towering over me. I'm a little girl, like, you know? And so you didn't even have to sneak up on me. If you wanted to run up on me, you could have ran up on me, but you waited until my back was turned because you know I really get like that. And in the moments that I got like that, all of a sudden you didn't want to fight no more. You want to kiki ha and make jokes. No, I am genuinely concerned for her mental health. I am still going to press charges. I think that, you know, she should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You have to learn that you cannot conduct yourself like this as an adult, especially when I was being so, like, I could have whipped your ass the first time you ran up on me. I chose not to. I chose not to the second time. I chose not to the third time. It was not until you threatened my life that I put my hands on you for real. That's grace, because I care about you and I knew that you were drunk and you were going through something in that moment. I didn't want to do that. But no, bitch, don't ever play me like that again. We're both still on the trip. So I hope she enjoyed her trip. I know I enjoyed my vacation. I hate that it had to be this way. I don't hate that we're not friends, because with all the stuff that you said, it's very clear and very apparent that, like, you know, she was never really my friend. And it just took me 29 years to realize that. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna make it home to my son, though. Hey, cousin, I'm not in jail. Neither is she. Before I give you an update, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the positivity, the well wishes. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm at home. I'm safe. Say it with me. I'm making it home to my son. Okay. So basically, Carnival felt like they shouldn't have to call Miami PD. They said that they were not going to escalate the situation. This came from the head of security. He said that the captain got the report, the head of the ship. They felt like it wasn't serious, and she was not a threat to my safety because she promised to stay away from me. I'm going to insert those clips here. One who is actively hunting for me, trying to kill me.
We already spoke to her, and she has given us some assurance. Okay, she has given some assurance. If she doesn't follow, she's going to be in trouble. Anyways, the Bahamas police are aware of it. They are aware of this, but they don't want to take action because it could happen in their waters. But they are aware. They were made aware yesterday.
So because she made you a promise,
she has given her assurance. Okay, and she has told that she's going to stay away from me. Okay, if she comes again.
Carnival also said if I happen to see her on the island to like run the other way because it just was not their priority to ensure my safety. This came all from the head of security. They also said that they were not going to call Miami PD. So I called them myself, the non-emergency line. I spoke to a sheriff and she was like, yeah, you can. Absolutely. As soon as y'all dock, call us. We'll be there. We'll take your statement. We'll take hers. And then we'll move from there. So, when we docked Friday at like 6 a.m, the sheriff's office came. They took my statement. They took hers. I filled out a report. I told them I do want to press charges. They did inform me that they don't have enough evidence to make an arrest that day, but she, in so many words, admitted to the battery, but she had a different version. And so they said they were going to forward all the evidence that they had and take it to the DA. And if the DA wants to pursue charges on it, then the DA will. If not, then there's really nothing they can do. I also spoke with a very close family friend of hers. And they informed me that the way that she acted was not because I did anything wrong, but because she had given somebody an ultimatum, a deadline by midnight on her birthday, something that she had been waiting for a long time, and they didn't deliver on what she wanted. And so she took her frustration out on me. I'm not saying that's an excuse, but what I'm saying is like it helps me put the pieces together. They also informed me that nothing happened to her boyfriend's mom. If y'all go back to part 1, she told me that she couldn't talk to guest services about the room upgrade because her boyfriend's mom fell down 4 flights of stairs and she had to go calm her boyfriend down. That situation never happened. And so I started talking to this family friend about all the other lies that I was catching her in while we were on the cruise, and they informed me that over the last year or so, they've also been catching her in lies about where she's working, what she's working on, saying that she's working on a play. When they go to the website, that play is not in production at that time or not in the theater that she said. They also informed me that she had been lying to me about her whereabouts for the last 2 years. She told me she's been working in New Jersey. This summer, she worked on an off-Broadway show in New York. She was never in New York. She was in Massachusetts. So with all of that being together, putting that together, like stealing the money, the lying about your whereabouts, the crashing out randomly, getting extremely violent, like at the drop of a hat, like, girl, I think she was having a manic episode or it's drugs. Yeah, it's crack. It's got to be crack the way she played with me. But anyway, I'm genuinely concerned for her safety. I'm not sure what happened to her, if she got a fine or not. I didn't get a fine when I asked for my itemized report. So y'all are going to have to figure out what happened to her because I have no idea.
They said she in Massachusetts. She by us. Oh, you better take your friend back. Where's she at? Where you at? Because, baby, if this is what's friend, I don't want that. Is that your friend? Oh, baby, I don't want y'all niggas pressing charges. This is too much. I don't know. I personally would not be pressing charges personally, but I get it. Cause she did threaten your life. I don't play with the police. You know me. That's just something in me. I don't. But girl, do what you gotta do. I just wish you the best. I'm happy that you're back with your son. I don't know what Shorty was going through. It just could be anger. Maybe she did take out her frustration. I just pray that you both find better friends. Storytelling girl, I don't think you're wrong at all. I pray that you find better friends, and I hope she finds friends that's not a bum, because I think she's bumming it, and she probably is envious of your life, and she projected. I wish you guys nothing but the best. This is a long one, so maybe I know you guys like the longer story times. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.